baby girl, well, go figure. He not being a real nigga, but well, instead of drinking that liquor, come on, baby, come roll with us right now, so. Baby girl, well, figure. He not being a real nigga, but well, instead of getting off that liquor, come roll with us right now, so.
I am Ricky Fontaine.
Key Soul, the DJ, the one and only, from the MD to the VA. And to my right, I got two guests, and they back again. If you remember last episode, I said we're going to have a part 2. They back again. Please reintroduce yourselves to the public. This for this first time I'm meeting y'all.
I am Ayana.
Okay.
Will you tell me about myself?
Yeah, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm from Newport News, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And I'm 21. I didn't say that last episode, but I'm 21.
Oh, you a baby?
Yeah, I know. Shh, don't tell nobody.
It's documented.
It's out there now, sis.
Yeah, dang. All right, but yeah, that's yeah.
You got to promote?
Yes, follow me on Instagram at ayana.waters. It's AAYANA.water with an S.
Because she ain't a regular girl.
No, yeah, it's not a regular Ayana. Waters.
Oh, sorry, Waters.
It's a difference.
It's plural.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
All right, so I am Courtney. I am 23, Valentine's baby, Aquarius gang over here. Wish me a happy birthday. I'm on IG _Courtney Cat, 3 Ys, 2 Ts. TikTok, not so shortly. I got an event planning page on Instagram _lunar events, LUNAR events. And yeah, that's me.
Lunar events.
Lunar.
So, if you remember from last episode, we was talking about different types of love and basically how you can. So first, he asked, "Can you love more than once in a lifetime?" type of thing, and basically, I was thinking about like, yeah, you can love people, but it might be different types of loves. Like you might love somebody one day because of how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? And then you be like, oh, I really want to be treated this way. And then somebody else might come across and might not treat you the same way, but you love them for the way they talk to you. Like they really make you feel like, oh, I'm that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then like that's a whole nother it's a whole nother love language. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, what's y'all personal like love language? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then do you believe that you may be infatuated from a different type of love language progression?
Yes. All right. So my love languages in general are quality of time and like physical touch.
Okay.
So
same.
I'm not. Oh my god. Anyways, so I can I will have like more like to this person because I'm like, oh, like they hug me more. I would say because hugging is a physical touch, but this person right here, I spend more time with this person. So I'm like, oh, but this person doesn't really like physical touch like that. So I would say the relationships with them are different.
Okay.
I don't know if music can be a love language. I feel like it can. I freaking love music. So I might like vibe with this person more because we listen to the same music, but this person like, I just like spending time with them because
we're maybe like words of affirmation because these type of words y'all embody together.
Yeah.
I think that might be the closest thing that might be to it. So,
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, like I feel like it can be different just based on your relationship with the person.
Yeah. You?
I'm physical touch and quality time, but I think I would say quality time is like number 1 for me because I realize as a person in any kind of like romantic relationship, I'm very like held back when it comes to touching people at first, honestly. Like even if it's a little like this or the tap that we talked about, it's harder for me to do it. So I feel like it's kind of forced at first, but once I'm comfortable, I'm like, okay, it's easy. So especially if they can initiate the physical touch in the beginning, I'm like, it's reassurance in my mind, at least. Yeah.
That makes sense. But like if somebody came across you and was like, I'm going to pour dozens into your bank account, that's not going to make you feel like, oh, I'm loved? Because that's not your 2 languages.
No.
That's gifts, whatever. Something about gifts.
No, that's money. Or like, oh, I'm about to put all this money in your bank account. That's not going to make me like, oh my God, I love this person because they're giving me all this money. Because my thing is like, it's just money comes and goes in general. That's how I
come
feel
on.
about it. It comes and goes in general, and I just feel like at that point it's like I feel like, are you trying to buy me? Like that's what I would think.
Buy
like,
me.
okay, are you trying to buy? I don't know.
I'm not priceless.
Yeah. If I could walk around with a tag right here, I would. I would walk.
I'd appreciate it. It's
But
just
nah, I feel you
not.
though, I feel you though.
Yeah.
I think for me, the way I show love is quality time and physical touch. I do appreciate the gift giving. I like, it's not even like giving me money or like literally giving me a Christmas gift or like a box or something. It's like, oh, I was at the store and I know you needed this, so I got this for you.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I saw this and I thought of you. Like little things like that. Even if it's just like sending me a picture of something, like showing that you can think of me in those random moments you're out and about. I do appreciate that. So if that was someone else's love language, to me, I still would feel the love.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But the way I show it is different.
You just stand there with the biggest smile.
He's stuck. Like he didn't think he was next.
I thought he had one more clip for me. All right, so damn. God damn, getting niggas some Nori vibes right now,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you noticed, like,
Look for your question.
so you said your love language is physical touch, right?
Yes,
Have
yes.
you noticed that when you're upset and like crying or angry, what's one thing you hate the most? Do you like being touched?
The physical touch. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So have you
I mean,
What?
because all right, I feel like okay, if I'm upset and someone hugs me, I'm going to cry more.
So most people, their emotional trigger or
makes
whatever,
sense.
I realize when they're upset is the opposite of is the same as their love language.
That makes zero sense. Only because if I'm trying to care for you and you're in, I see that you're in the downs of dumps, I'm going to try to do what I know you love. So
But-
are you trying to say like, so is your love language only sexual triggered and not
No,
emotional
no.
triggered?
It's literally just a friend giving you a hug. Like that's physical
Doesn't make
touch.
sense to me because I feel
Or
like that's
like
what you
someone
need.
coming behind you and just going like this, like being there
It
for
is.
you. It's a trigger in the sense of it brings out the emotions that you don't want to deal with. So for most people, especially if your love language is physical touch, when it comes to times when you're having a low instead of a high, you don't want it. Like it.
So I'm supposed to give you the space, come back.
Sadly,
Yeah.
But then you're gonna say I didn't comfort you.
There's different ways to
it's just-
comfort.
Yeah, all you have to.
What,
I
through
feel like
text message?
No, but you don't have to touch me in that moment. If I'm sensitive or easily triggered in that moment, then at that point in time, no, don't touch me.
Across the room. You okay?
I get that. I feel
I'm
like
giving you an air hug.
I feel like in that instance, that's when communication is the most
Very
important. That's when communication is the most important because it's just like I don't know. Like when I'm all right, let's say I'm upset, I'm crying. The first thing I do is isolate myself.
Yep.
Even though quality of time and physical touch are my love languages, the first thing I do is isolate myself.
Literally just
And
last week, I
cry-
had this situation happen.
Cry alone. I cry alone because like in that moment I already feel alone. So therefore I'm acting in what I feel. So therefore I isolate myself. But it's like if someone that like cares for me or whatever is trying to comfort me in a sense, that's when communication really comes into play. Instead of touching me and trying to hug me or whatever so that I let it all out, I feel like I should let that out verbally versus through my love languages, if that makes sense.
You don't want to be left alone. So, come in and light some candles, play your favorite song. Just give you some time.
Yeah, just give me
walk
some
out.
time to be like build myself back up and then we can go back in.
Stupid.
Nah, I mean it's weird though because this the other day, right? So just the other day, I want to say probably like just the other day. So shorty girl was like,
I mean, you're good. 'Cause
Oh,
technically,
no.
when this drop, it won't be the
it don't matter. Anyway,
basically,
basically, so I know her love language is quality time, right? I know that off bucks, right? So then I went online because one, I have a lot of shit going on in my life. Like I can't really be there every day or every moment that somebody might want me to be there, right? So I went online and tried to figure out like, hey, what are cool things to do or like what are nifty things to do in a relationship that usually is close, but you might be apart, right? So right now we're binge watching something together, right? So I was like, hey, let's both press play at 7:10 p.m.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Right? And she's like, the fuck you talking about? I was like, it's a virtual date. I'm trying to spice it up. What the fuck? You know what love language is quality fucking time. What the fuck you talking
But
about?
that is quality of time, though.
It
That's
is
tough
though.
right there.
Hey, like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck you talking about? Why the fuck I want to watch some shit without your ass? What the fuck you talking about? And I was like,
But you are.
but nah, wait, hold on. Like,
I don't.
I thought this was like some type of
When I was in a
effort.
long distance
Right.
relationship, that's what we did. We did stuff like that.
Yeah, like this supposed to be
Right.
cool. She was like, nah.
That's tough.
I think you weak as fuck for even offering that as a fucking
That's,
offer.
that is tough.
Cut it.
I don't.
Cut it.
And I'm sitting there
Cut
like,
that.
She's not the one.
I'm like,
She's not.
but no, because I'm trying to think like,
You
so
pussy.
quality time. What? Wait, what?
She didn't want to watch the movie. She wanted something else.
But it was it confused the fuck. In her head, with her response, she was saying that I should have, like, instead of just making that as an offer, I should have said, hey, since we can't spend time together, how about since we can't spend time together because whatever the reason is, we're apart right now, how about we watch this together separately? And I should have broke it down more in detail.
I feel like the effort was shown.
Yeah.
Like you can tell blatantly from
thought-
you wanting to do
she
that.
Just
thought-
say you pussy.
No, she thought that I was
Sums it all up.
choosing to do it separately instead of together the next moment that we had together.
No, I don't know. I
And
guess.
I was like, huh?
I disagree
okay,
with that
look, I'm confused. As
thought,
confused
I
as you.
guess.
Because in her head, like she said, I know you got Sunday after you shoot the pod, you're going to have fruit time. We can just watch it after you shoot the pod. And then I was like, I was trying to think of some way we could try to spend time together now.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Exactly.
she was like, "Oh nah, I didn't think you meant that. You should have made that more evident in beginning."
So it's just miscommunication at that
And
point.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Communication really matters.
So yeah, that's all that was. I mean, I think I don't know. Everybody picks up things differently. I would have
thought
clicked.
that was so cute.
I thought it was cute. I'm like, oh, like, you know, he's trying. You know, even though he's busy, like he's trying. I would have thought it was pretty romantic.
Same.
But
You know me, I'm a dog, so I feel like people just automatically assume dog shit. That's what I'm saying. What you said?
How do you know you found or talking to your soulmate?
Next. Oh yeah.
oh God, I feel like. Do you ever really know? Because a lot of people think when it comes down, I feel like when it comes down to soulmates, it's not always someone that's going to be romantic. It's not always within a romantic partner. Like I tell my best friend all the time, like my best friend's married, and I tell her all the time that she's my soulmate. You know, because I feel like every time I'm at my lowest, she's also going through something. You know, and therefore we're both each other's support system to build each other up. And then when I'm at my highest, it's like literally like when we're down low, we're both down low together. When we're up high, we're both up high together. You know, and we're always able to pull each other out of those low moments into those high moments. And, you know, it's just like, I tell her all the time, like, this is a friendship I've never had with anyone before. Like, it's like the close, and like right now she lives in Alaska because her husband has orders in Alaska. I haven't seen her in a year. But our connection and our friendship hasn't changed due to distance. So when it comes down to soulmates, I don't feel like it's just, oh, like, you know, I'm dating this person or talking to this person. I feel like this is my soulmate, because soulmates aren't always someone romantic. But when it comes down to a romantic side of, oh, I think this is my soulmate, I feel like low-key you never really know. I feel like in a way you can have multiple soulmates. I know it sounds weird, but I feel like you can have multiple soulmates. And to me, I feel like a soulmate is that one person is like, we have a lot in common, but where my flaws are is your strength, and what your flaws are my strengths. So therefore we're like puzzle pieces, and we can literally put that together and make something strong.
You guys complement each other.
So that's what I feel like that is. So with your soulmate, it's just, how is your communication? How do you guys both deal with situations? Like I feel like that's when you really know.
I feel you. That makes sense. My answer is no. I do not believe in soul ties.
Really?
Really?
I don't. I believe in soul moments. I believe there's multiple times. I believe there's lots of times. Well, let me not say that. How about this? I believe there's moments where I might feel like January 1st, 2019, this is what I want. May 7th, 2020, this is what I want. It's totally different between what I wanted January 1st compared to what I want May 9th, whatever.
When
the
you
date
put it
I
that
said.
way, it makes me think the way you would know you met your soulmate is if your wants have changed, but the person still checks the box.
Yeah.
Like,
And I feel like that's how it should be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
for
saying.
you, that's when you would know. You're like, okay, I've evolved. I want different things. My future I see now is not what I saw when I met this person, but yet this person still fits in the picture.
Yes.
So I feel
Yes.
like-
Oh my,
Yeah.
oh my God. Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I've been out here like dating and shit.
On
and-
that side, do services.
Yo,
Oprah gets it
that's
done every
perfect.
time.
So
I want my soulmate to be somebody as I evolve.
They
the
evolve
person
as
I'm.
well.
Oh my, that's
They evolve with
yo.
you. That's
I'm the
so
host. That's crazy.
my answer to that question, I don't, because I feel like I've met my soulmate. Things aren't great, and I'm not friends or even cool with that person now. But even with that being said, I still have all the love in the world for him. Like, I still want the best for him. If he ever needed to call me for anything, I'd still be there. Not to say that things with your soulmate should be hard, but at the end of the day, if it is, like, you're still,
They
You
say
can
if
do-
it's meant to be, it's always gonna come back.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna leave that at that.
Look, here's my sublime, bro.
It is.
Nah, cause that's I be feeling. It has nothing to. I mean, it has something to do with the question, but it's not the question. But I be feeling like different or weird or whatever because, let's say, like the person I'm dealing with, they might not. If I can sense myself evolving to be more, and I'm like, oh, this person doesn't seem like they're an evolving person, then sometimes I might discount myself in that type of situation instead of expressing myself and then allowing that person to evolve in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she says, oh, I don't like the color green, right? And then I'm like, oh, I think I might like the color green in like a year or so. Instead of like telling her like, hey, I think I might like the color green. Hey, I'm starting to like the color green, and give an opportunity to embrace the color green.
Yeah, you got to give them the chance to evolve with you, either in the same direction or the opposite direction. But it doesn't mean that it's not gonna work out just because it's not the same exact path.
Right.
Yeah, it's like playing. What I say all the time: you can't play pussy. Like you can't.
I mean, like I guess I get it, but
You cannot pursue in relationships scared.
Right.
You can't play pussy.
No.
Like if you really want to, that sounds crazy though. But
does.
but not like if you gonna go hard in, then you really gotta go hard in. And then if you approach a woman or approach a man or whatever, and then they appease that love that you were seeking, then go for it. You can't be scared like, oh, this person might hurt me.
Right.
Or this person might damage me because of certain type of traits or something like that. You might change that person to not be how he been in the past.
Right.
Like you can't judge people off their past because you might change what they done in their past.
Right.
And that's hard to do as a person because you tired of getting fucking heartbroken. That fucking being sad and being heartbroken and seeing love and not being in love when you was shooting for love is some breasting ass shit to fucking look at. Especially now we approaching Valentine's Day.
I don't want to
I
talk about
know.
it.
We approaching
Your birthday.
BBJ.
I don't wanna talk about it.
That's crazy. But yeah.
So I need y'all to walk with me. We're dating, just dating. This is just dating. Can I be dating two people, pursuing something serious with person A, and still dating person B?
If it's serious now.
But I'm dating. We're all single. It's three single people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's crazy because I had this conversation with somebody the other day. I feel like when it comes down to dating, a lot of people, their issue is that they think, okay, I'm dating this person, I can only focus on this person. And I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I feel like when it comes down to dating, you're supposed to be dating multiple people at the same time to figure out what it is that you want, to figure out what it is that you like. Because you don't want to, I don't feel like you should solely focus on one person and then that doesn't work out, and then now you're trying to chase after the other person. Oh, like, wait, I think I made a mistake. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like, okay, when you're dating, you date multiple people, whichever one stands out. Like, okay, I think I want to focus on you. I think this right here can really be something like, yeah, I'm vibing with you too. And then when you guys are like, okay, I think I want to make this serious, now you need to have the conversation that's, okay, is this going to be a closed relationship? Is this going to be an open relationship? Am I able to, are you going to be pursuing other people as we're in this relationship? Because everybody's relationship is different. So if they're like, no, like I really want this to be solely just me and you, maybe we can open it later if they're into that or anything like that, then that right there is a conversation that should be had. But when it comes down to dating, you're supposed to be dating multiple people. I don't feel like when it comes down to a relationship, that's a conversation as, is it closed or open? But dating, I feel like multiple people, it's okay to have multiple people involved.
I feel like this generation makes that question hard because we know there's the phases of there's the talking and then there's the dating and then there's the actual relationship. So for me, I say, when I look at dating, like at that point, it's starting to get serious. So that's when you kind of like start to fade out your roster. Mm-hmm. You're kind of done with it. You're like, all right, this is my person. I see it going somewhere. Let me give them more of my time because that's the trial run for the actual relationship, in my opinion. So if you're talking, like you're still trying to do the dates, but it's not that serious yet, then yes, A, B, and C, have fun, do whatever. You're single. But I feel like once you get to the dating part is when not necessarily stop talking to all your options, but definitely make that one your priority.
Right.
And make it clear that, hey, you're number one on the list, but I am still single. Because, again, the other person might have the same mindset. They might not. So then you don't want them out here looking like an idiot and a fool. Respectfully, I feel like that's what should be done. Not everyone does that, though.
I don't know if I heard the question right, but did you ask them when did they make that decision? Like, no. So how do you make that decision that the male is serious? How do you know?
I feel like it just comes up in conversation and time spent together.
So you wouldn't do that until he actually said, I'm prioritizing you.
No, actually, my thing is, I feel like it's like whoever says it first. It's like if I feel like I'm feeling you, I'm going to say that. And see, I feel like that's the issue. A lot of women think that, okay, if he's not saying nothing, I'm not saying nothing. Like, men just, they're like, oh, the guy's always supposed to make the first move, but that's not how I feel. I feel like if I'm going to make the first move, I'm going to make the first move. So.
I feel like in that moment where you're asking, that's the what are we moment that everyone dreads when the girl's like, okay, so what are we?
Yeah.
For me personally, what are we establishing? Is this something that's going forward? You don't have to be like, ask me to be your girlfriend right now. But like, what are we doing?
Right.
Should I continue to entertain my roster? Should I stop? Like, where are we at?
Both monogamous figures.
I am.
I'm not.
So how do you do that if you're not monogamous?
Well, it's a conversation that needs to be had. Like, I'm fine with being monogamous, but I'm also fine with not being monogamous. It's like, it just depends on how I am with that person. I mean, it's a conversation. Everything is a conversation. And that's where people really forget. The most important part is communication. I need to see where your head's at. You need to know where my head's at. And everybody needs to just be 100% from the jump. So that's where it all lays.
Makes sense. When do you start prioritizing?
I think the vibe just gotta be there, man. 'Cause I got a lot of insecurities. I got a lot of jealousy issues. So if I get to the point where I've built this nice little roster and I'm doing everything, I'm finally, because especially for guys, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard for us to build a roster. If I got this nice little roster, I'm about to get rid of all these.
So, with you being a male, do you do certain things to try? Like, you have a favorite one, right? Yeah. You have a number one pick, things like that, right? So, when you number one pick to like, hey, make me know that it's worth it. What do you do, or what do you expect for you to know that, like, all right, it's time to cut everybody off?
I don't expect nothing because it's not necessarily on them. It's on me. Whether I want to stop doing
so what do you,
extra activities.
What do you expect? Or what type of emotion do you want to feel? Or how do you know when it's time to, like, all right, make this type of girl a priority?
That's a conversation I got to have with myself. Am I ready to mature and stop doing the dirt? Stop doing the extra stuff? Am I ready to change? Am I ready to have Diane's name under Dan? Or am I ready to just delete Diane's number completely?
Right.
So it's a personal.
Yeah,
Like,
it's personal matter. Like,
that makes sense. It's not cookie cutter. I like that. Cool.
y'all think dating apps are worth it?
Absolutely not.
No.
Sorry.
It's
I'm with
kinda
her.
hard-
I think they trash.
They're at this point.
At
I
the time,
feel like
I'm on them because they bored. I'm be bored.
it's
Yeah.
entertainment, something to do, someone to talk to, someone to make you feel good for that point of time because you're either lonely, you're bored, you got nothing else to do.
Facts. But
Facts.
I won't say
Facts.
that something can't come out of a dating app. I won't disregard it at all in that sense.
I can't. That's where I'm kind of like on the fence because it's like some people are up there for something serious, some people are not. So it's just like you got to take that chance. Even sometimes people who are not up there for something serious end up being like, I actually think this one to go, because that's kind of in the situation I am in now. Like a dude I met off of a dating app just supposed to be sneaky links. Then now it's just like I actually think I want to pursue something. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on the person and just depends on the vibe. Everything is based off vibes. So you can't really. I don't knock them. Some of them are just. I don't know. You can't really knock it. It just depends on who you run into.
I knock them all the way, and I'm on all of them. I got
like
4
them?
of them on my phone right now.
Give me your top 3 since you like them.
I believe in being honest. I
Yeah.
feel like as long as I go through the dating app being honest, then I'm not upset. So there's been moments where
Give me your top 3 since you like them so much.
I go Facebook dating. Facebook dating number 1. Facebook dating, that shit been hitting. Facebook dating number 1. I can't even say give you them. I ain't really been on them. It's Facebook dating, Tinder, and
You like them so much, you ain't even got top 3.
Tinder,
what I'm saying
Black,
is
Hinge, top 3.
no. Oh, I've been on Hinge before. Hinge, I hated Hinge.
Yeah, me too.
Hinge, I
hated
want
it?
to say Hinge. I had to pay money for Hinge for like the shit to be considered serious or whatever.
You gotta pay for money for most of them
Yeah,
nowadays.
No.
get on Hinge now. There's no
Tinder, you can
Hinge.
swipe it. No, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I want to
I
say.
mean, in Tinder, no, you could swipe, but for you to really
what
I feel like I can
tap
swipe on
in-
Hinge. I feel like I
Oh.
Hinge, and it was like you can't see nobody until you pay. Like what?
It's not like that no more. Go update your profile.
Oh, yeah. Like I ain't been on. Maybe I ain't. I'm saying I don't. That's another thing. I've been on dating apps in a minute, so I guess that changes things too.
I feel like Hinge is
So-
popping right now. I saw a show and everyone in it was like a reality show. Everyone on there was using Hinge. So then I
Homegirl
got
was
on
telling me She was
there.
on Hinge, and I was like, "Damn, Hinge is blowing up." Because last time I looked on Hinge didn't have nobody in fucking 757.
No.
What happened
It
to
was like,
Bumble?
tell me go to
Yeah,
I
DC.
still like Bumble.
I know girls that go to Bumble all the time.
I was like,
Yeah,
what
I
happened
like
to
Bumble.
We
I don't-
met because I met one of your friends on Bumble BFF.
And I met her on Bumble.
Yeah.
That's
My
crazy.
problem.
So-
I get on them James. I see nothing but hub buggers.
I don't know.
Hold on. You ain't seen nothing.
Nothing but the hub buggers. So that's why I be up there. I just be like, man. I get up there. I just be up there for fun. I just be up there when I'm bored. I'm done with 2K. I ain't doing shit else. I just be up there late at night, just swiping, just bullshitting. I was like, damn, man.
Quick question. This is rapid fire. On dating app, you ever fuck somebody off a dating app? First
Yes.
time, first swipe,
You
same
said
night.
not same night, maybe 2 days
First
later.
day, first swipe, first night.
Y'all
2
went on
days
a date?
later. Oh no! It was supposed to be a straight. That's the one I was talking about. It was supposed to be just a sneaky link. It was. I thought it was just gonna be like a one night stand, and then it was good. And I
How
was
did he
like-
approach you? Because you know, like some girl, they be trying to.
So on Bumble, women have to approach men.
First. We gotta talk first.
So he had like this meme on his page, and I thought that shit was funny as hell. It was a SpongeBob meme, and it was like when you've given her the best 17 seconds of her life, and he was like, whew. And I thought it was hilarious. So I swiped on him, and I was like, bro, like your meme had me weak, and he was like, glad I can make you laugh, and I was like, our conversation was good, and then so I was just like, he was like, not gonna lie to you. He told me straight up. He was like, do you want to chill? I was like, yeah, what you want to do? He was like, we can watch a movie, but not gonna lie to you, I do want to fuck. And I was just like, mind you, I've never had like people before him. I've known them for a minute before I did anything. So that was like my first time fucking somebody that I only knew for 2 days. It's crazy. But I was just like, okay, like I'm down. Like fuck it. So then I went to his place. We watched the movie, like we did everything that we said we was gonna do. And then afterwards, we were just looking at each other like, all right, so I'll see you around. Okay. And then I left, and then he texted me, not going here. And then he texted me as soon as I left. He was like, let me know when you get home. Also, not gonna lie to you, I wanted to go for a round too. but I had shit to do.
Oh, you did fuck.
We did fuck.
Oh,
we did
I
fuck.
didn't hear fucking.
Oh, sorry. I said we did
everything. She said they did everything
we said we was gonna do.
I missed it.
We watched the movie and we fucked and it was good. And I was just like, oh shit. Like, all right. I'm like, I kind of want to fuck him again, but I'm not gonna say that. At first, I wasn't gonna say it because I'm like, it was in my mind. I kind of had a set that it was supposed to be a one night stand, but then it became a consistent thing. And then now he's like, not gonna lie to you, like, you check the boxes that I'm looking for in a woman. So, you know, I want to take it slow, but I do want to build something with you. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, that's kind of how it.
2 days. What's your minimum? Quickest.
I've done. We met on Tinder, and 3 hours later we're hanging out.
And you're fucking in 5, fucking in 4, fucking in 3.5, fucking in 3.21, fucking.
Hanging out in the 3rd hour, probably fucking by the 4th.
Oh, damn.
Out by the 5th.
How'd that work
got
though?
no stories
You
like
came
that.
to your crib. You went to
How is it dating that trash you? I ain't got no story. I know niggas with stories
Here's the
like
thing.
that.
Upfront honest, when I was younger, I went through the whole hoe phase. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. All I wanted was to please me at the end of the day. And I was having fun. So he gave the energy and the messages. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I usually went to his place because I was always scared of them coming to mine. But someone always had my location because men are scary.
Facts.
Yeah. It's always easier for me because I don't like kicking people out. So I would definitely try to go to their place first. And then I'd feel, all right, let's go home. Yeah. It's easier for me to leave than kick someone out. So I'd go to their place.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck the first day, first night.
I told you dating apps have done me no justice.
I think my quickest has been like 2 days. 2 days. And we went to go see Joker. The new Joker.
And you took her on a date?
Well, I met her at the movie theater. I met her, so...
But you don't do the movie theater.
I don't know. I'm saying I don't do the movie theater. Usually I go to the movie theater to watch the movie. This jump, I wasn't planning on hitting. I wasn't planning on... In reality...
You just want to make sure she won't catfish.
She wasn't like bad or nothing.
Oh, you just make sure she was real.
This is jump I talked about on episode... I want to say episode like 25.
Like, I'm about to go back.
Nah.
and try to find that shit.
The episode about me running the red light when I was eating the bitch out.
Oh, she's on period.
It was not.
Yeah, ate a girl out. She was on period.
That was going.
My vampire episode. Remember the vampire episode? It was that night. Remember I said I hopped on the joint and I felt I was on like a fucking bodyboard?
It was all vague, man. Get to the point.
It don't matter. That's the movie date. The only time I ever like we swipe right within the first week, within the first day. I want to say swipe right like at 9 a.m. By 5 p.m. I was like, you want to go to movies? Went to movies. We fucked, and then I'm not gonna say she catfished me, but it was like a weird catfish. Cause I don't fat shame. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care about big girls. But she was bigger than already her big pictures. It was like a super big. It was kind of weird. Anyway, I thought she probably weighed like 180, 190. And she was like 5'7", 5'8". So I was like, okay, I can gauge that. But when I actually saw her, she was like 260, 270. I'm like, that's a big difference. And she was 5'7", 5'8". I'm like, that's a big difference. Like I don't fat shame, but you wasn't a chick I thought I linked up with. So
It's really funny that you said that because I think about that all the time. Obviously, being a bigger girl,
yeah,
I always think about how I look in my pictures, like what my size and my body looks like, and I wonder what people think of me when they see me in person. Because I think I look the same on my pictures. One, because I try to keep them up to date. So weight fluctuates and everything.
Looking at your pictures, I feel like you look like your size. I don't feel like you catfish.
I try not to.
Yeah, I feel like you don't.
It's one of those like, hey guys, I'm fat. Just so you know. No surprise.
I don't feel like you catfish.
And see, I always get told I look better in person than on my pictures.
Your pictures are old.
They actually are not.
That's my look at your pictures. You was like, it was pre-surgery or pre me losing.
She said pre losing hella weight.
Yeah, losing hella weight.
I mean, because I lost a lot of weight in a quick second. I mean, and also I feel like my hairstyle changes.
Oh yeah,
short, tall, fat, skinny. Ricky Fontaine don't shame anybody. hobos, prostitutes,
Hobos.
doctors, lawyers.
See, they don't get doctor visits. I don't know. I can't really, cause I don't like condoms. So like,
Raw, not raw. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
Exactly.
can put a condom on you.
CEO of Monday Night Raw, man. You know what I'm saying? Sushi Boy Live,
I don't like
24/7.
condoms either.
Exactly.
I
I don't like them. It's like with my sneaking link. One day I was just like, we were using. I was like, can I take this off? Can I take it off?
It's a trooper.
He said, yeah. I
It's a
said,
trooper.
okay, bet.
See, like, come on, man. One night,
You clean.
The one
I'm
night stand I
clean.
did have, ate her ass, no condom, like, you know what I'm saying? Sushi Boy Mister, man. Listen, man. This is a great episode. A lot of love here. Y'all give y'all signatures and y'all hootie highs and hottie hees.
Hootie haws.
Start over here.
Anyways, it's Courtney, Aquarius Gang. See y'all next time.
It's Ayana, Virgo gang, Virgo all day, every day.
I
And
appreciate
Sia.
it, girl.
It's King Solo Leo gang, you know, like
Period.
no, but King Solo DJ one and only from the from the MD to the VA. This side of the service station over there is
Mr. 250 plus ain't no Funyun. If I can't lick the bunion, Ricky Fontana.
you. If you ever
In a bad mood.
always remember you can call on us.
And he's gone again.